Madam President, we would like to thank the Special Representative, Mrs. Janine Plaster, for her briefing. We are carefully monitoring the development of the situation in Iraq. We welcome the thrust of the government to conduct free, fair and honest elections that should take place on the 6th of June 2021. We trust that the Iraqi authorities will manage to reach agreement on the details of the electoral legislation in the near future. An important part is ensuring consensus of the leading political forces on that matter. In the country, demonstrations are ongoing with demands for political and socio-economic change. We note the efforts of the Prime Minister Mustafa Kazemi to overcome the main challenges, including mobilizing resources to find a solution to the economic crisis, countering corruption, conducting administrative reforms, and launching a national dialogue at all different levels, and also combating the coronavirus pandemic. We're convinced that with the assistance of an inclusive dialogue, it's possible to settle the remaining outstanding problems. We, in our contacts with all the political forces in Iraq, are focusing on a quest for finding compromise agreements. Upon this background, we would urge all external players interested in seeing a stabilization of the domestic situation in Iraq to refrain from steps that could have a negative impact on this process of significance in stabilizing the situation in the country is combating terrorism. Despite the achievements in Iraq and the successes on the counterterrorism front, the situation in terms of security is fragile. We believe it's necessary for all those involved in combating terrorism in Iraq to respect the sovereignty of the Iraqi state and to coordinate their actions with Baghdad. We are convinced that a further improvement of relations between Baghdad and Erbil would help Iraq to strengthen security and would effectively harness the economic potential in the well-being of all people. We support the work of the UN mission in Iraq, whose work we are convinced can have a positive impact on the reconciliation processes, whilst supporting and respecting the sovereignty of the country. We particularly support the thrust of Baghdad and El Kuwait to swiftly settle all Iraqi and Kuwait issues. The progress has been demonstrated between the parties, and some of the Kuwaiti have been repatriated, or Kuwaiti remains rather have been repatriated. We can reaffirm our consistent approach according to which Iraq should not become an arena for regional confrontation. The country has the right to develop good relations with its neighbours. We highly commend the fundamental position of Baghdad to establish good neighbourly relations and to prepare to assist to de-escalate the situation in the region. And we also, is something that was talked about during the UN Security Council meeting on the Persian Gulf on the 20th of October. We would urge the international community, in close cooperation, to promote peace and stability throughout the entire region, including based on Security Council Resolution 598. We believe that the Russian concept for collective security in the Persian Gulf, proposing a collective approach to solving problems, is still pertinent. Thank you very much.